Dear Seth, are you well? A quiet normalcy has at last returned to this world. Even now, in all kinds of places, people are meeting, parting, smiling, crying, raging, grieving, filled with all kinds of emotions everywhere. Looking back at it all, what this world has is imagination. It would be too much to say that this world was created by such imagination. You should also know that we have once again been infected by the virus of emotions, but I will cherish the experience of them now. It was feelings, after all, that allowed me to love Kime. I have no desire to reject these thoughts. You remember Cook and Mac? Liram entrusted these sweet jewels to Kime and me. We are now all four of us, living in Liram's old house. Our life is so ordinary, but those everyday things are more fun than I would have imagined. Tolton returned to his place as king. He and Ming both asked Kime for help in governing, but he turned them down, and we bought a large farm. We're leading a much simpler life, working with other farmers in the area to grow what each season allows us to. And for me, once I see Kime and the children off each morning, I continue to write my history of magic energy, one page at a time. Given all that I have seen of this world, I want to leave a proper record.
All right.
Oh, I nearly forgot. We have big news. Something fun is about to happen. Something that'll make history. Today, we have another celebration.
Yo! What a great-looking family!
Hi, Seth.
They're picking us up!
Good to see you again.
I'm telling you, you guys sure are demanding. What am I? Your chauffeur?
That's right, said Mr.
Come on aboard! Dan! Are we late?
Not to worry. Do we, Bruce?
I don't know.
Guess that thing.
Lately, Tolton has turned into a real kingly type of guy. Everything is organized down to the last detail. He's got a schedule for everything. Hey, he might have started already.
bride and groom shall step forward. Jensen Freed, do you take Ming Numara as your wife, promising to love her for all eternity?
I do.
Ming Numara, do you take Jensen Freed as your husband, promising to love him for all eternity?
I do.
Wow.
Please seal your promise with a kiss.
Kiss. Yeah, this is my favorite part. Oh, all these people, though. Gotta make this look good. King Jansen. Wow. I mean, I cannot believe this is happening to me.
I, King Tolton, also have a promise to make. As a friend and as the ruler of Ura, as of this moment, I will do my best to restore the world to its native state, filled with love and mercy.
So wonderful.
Congratulations are in order, Mama. I know you can see this.
So, Sarah, shall we try for another millennium?
I'd like that. So happy, Kaim.
I don't think the memories will be as painful as they were in the last one.
So once we've raised the children as Lyra asked, then what?
We can take it easy. Eternity's not so bad.
She'd love it here. Hey, it's Kai! Hi, Kai! Sarah! Sarah! Hi!
Look at you.
Alright, so there was the ending. It's been like, oh god, half an hour since I last talked, I guess. I've only seen that ending once. This is the second time I've seen it. And did anybody else notice that Kaim's wearing a pink tux and that it matches Cook's outfit? And Mac and Sarah's outfit match. Anyways, I'm not gonna comment too much about on the wedding attire. So, let's focus on the game. As for Seth, I don't really know what happens. I mean, she went back to the world, so she didn't really die. And I don't know how that mirrors got there in the first place, so I'm guessing there's other ways to cross the dimension, so I don't think she's really dead either, Gongora. They just went back, so I don't know what's with that. I really don't understand the ending that much. Alright, so let's focus on what I think. The story? It's a pretty good story, really in-depth story, really. It can get annoying with the obvious. They spend a lot of time, you know, iterating stuff over and over again. And, hey, can me guess, that does, I don't know, one of the girls in Metal Gear. The story, sometimes, like I said, they just kind of say the same thing and you get the point and then they continue to say it, drawing it out a bit more, but I mean, it is a literary style, it's very bookish, and you'll see a lot of that, such as Sarah's Notebook and the way the dreams are written. The character development is really there. It's there, but it's not. You don't see it much in... You don't see it as much in the game. Mostly the character development is seen in the Immortals, rather than the Immortals. The Immortals, you know, I mean, after 1,000 years, I think they pretty much know who they are. So you don't see much development there, except for Kaim at the end. You notice he's actually happy for once. I know you can't really tell the difference with him, but yeah. But most of the Immortals character development is actually seen through the stories, the 1,000-year stories or whatever it's called. Graphics, very impressive graphics. A lot better if you have the HDMI cable. A lot more colorful, a lot more vibrant, a lot more smooth if you have the HDMI cable. I'm not gonna say graphics made the game, but they definitely, like, all the artwork and details and the outfits and everything went into this world, creating this world, and they did an excellent job doing so. Music? It's Nobuo Uematsu. What can you say? You can't really go wrong with. I don't think the guy's ever had a horrible song. I mean, there are some music, you know, it's not memorable here, but there's a lot of great battle themes, a lot of just good music in general, and one of the greatest soundtracks I've heard for an RPG. Voice acting was really, the voice acting and the script itself were all really well written. Like I said, it is a story-based game. It is written like a story, so good character, like good voice acting for the characters and everything. Let's see what else do we got here. The battle mechanics. The ring system really brought a nice little depth to it. Though much of the battle mechanics are fairly repetitive, there isn't a whole lot in terms of the base battle mechanics that is new to an RPG. It's very classical turn-based, but the whole concept of the skills can make the game very easy or very hard. If you learn the right skills, get the right accessories and stuff like that, learn the skills, this game can be extremely easy. Like you saw, I didn't have much trouble near the end there. But that's just because I had like a lot of really damn good accessories on. This game can be a bitch if you don't have the right accessories, and that's where a lot of the errands come in. And that's another thing I really liked about this game, is they had two things. They had side quests, and they had errands. Errands were quick, short, 2-second things, go do this, walk right back, and you're done. You don't have to go out of your way or anything to do them. They're simply there. And they give you extra once in a while. It's just Like, most of the time it's just little components that to make rings, but sometimes you get a really good item for doing just something so simple. And then they have side quests. Side quests take a little longer and require a lot of backtracking, which can be really quite annoying, but the rewards generally pay off quite a bit, giving you some really good items. So there wasn't a lot of side quests. There were a few side quests, like most of the side quests you do on your way. But the fact that the errands are there and you can just do those errands, it's great. I don't know what else to say. Should really plan out what I'm going to say before I do the ending wrap-ups and everything, but I really don't. It's a shame that they really haven't made a sequel or have any plans to make a sequel to this game. Although it is kind of depressing knowing that Jensen, Tolton, Seth, Sid, and the twins are going to be dead. I don't know if they're twins, but Cook and Mac are going to be dead if they made a second one. It's not very little depressing there, but this is really a game I would say really deserves a sequel. Like, there are a lot of games out there that I think really didn't need a sequel and they still made them, but then they go and they make games like this that don't have sequels, and it bang foggles muggles whatever the mind is why they don't. But anyways, this was also one of the first games released for Xbox, so I mean, in terms of graphics, they did a really good job. Yeah, there is a lot of loading times. Like, probably 5 hours of the game is load times, but I mean, for the graphics and to keep the game going, they did a really good job. If you really aren't, like I've said hundreds of times, if you really aren't a big fan of the newer Final Fantasies, I'd really suggest this game. The paths you take aren't very linear. I know a lot of people complain about linear paths. Well, paths in this game aren't very linear. This game is confusing as hell, especially some of the last areas of the game can be your head's just spinning. But I mean, it's not like it's so complicated that makes you want to throw the controller in frustration. So there we go. There is the end of the game. Now you can... Okay. Yes, would you like to save? Yes. So here's what you do to get a new game, Gus, is at the end, you just go and save your game. And now when you start up from you'll see this little symbol here. Now when you start up from this game, I'll start you at the Woland Highland of Woe battlefield. And the only thing that's different is all your immortals are at level 50. You don't keep any of your items or your skill. It's just your immortals at level 50, pretty much allowing you to blow through the entire game all the way to like the 4th disc easily. So, yeah, that's one thing I'm going to comment on right now. I thought that the New Game Plus was really not handled nicely. They really should have had you keep all your items and skills and everything, but whatever. It works out. So, I think I'm gonna end it here. This has been one fine journey, and hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I'd really suggest you playing this if you're a fan of RPGs. I don't know about anybody else, but I've still seen it in game stores for like 20 bucks. I mean, for 20 bucks, I paid 20 bucks, and you can't go wrong with this game. Like, this game I would have paid full price for. It's really that good of a game. So, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this LP, and that you'll consider buying this, and hopefully they'll decide to make a second one. I hope everybody has a good day and joins me for my next Odyssey. Bye now.